Have you ever felt that you are talking to yourself? Maybe whispering before an exam, "Come on, you can do this." Or quietly scolding you after making a mistake, and then you think, "Am I going crazy?" But what if I told you that talking to yourself is not a sign of madness? It's a sign of high intelligence, emotional strength, and even better problem solving. You see, your brain doesn't know you are alone when you talk to yourself. It literally treats your own voice as a conversation with another person. In this video, we will explore the science, psychology, and real-life power of self-talk. How it shapes your focus, emotions, confidence, and even your future. Stay with me till the end because what you will learn today will completely change how you think and how you talk to yourself. Hello everyone, this is Miss Morning Muse, your corner of confidence, courage, and communication. As we explore these amazing facts, pay attention to the language I use because every sentence is a chance to learn new English expressions, phrases, and the rhythm of fluent speech. Let's train your mind and your English together. Right now, as you listen to me, there's another voice inside your head. The voice that says, that's interesting, or I wonder if this is true. That voice never stops. It comments, questions, criticizes, and comforts you all the day long. This is your inner dialogue, and every human being has this. But here's what's fascinating. When you speak, your thoughts come out loud. Your brain processes them as if you are talking to someone else. MRI scans show that when you talk to yourself, your brain activates the same regions, the areas of speech and the areas for comprehension that it uses during real conversation. So you are not just thinking out loud. You are literally engaging in a two-way neurological exchange between your conscious and subconscious mind. Let's get a bit scientific. When you speak out loud, your brain creates a feedback loop. You hear your own voice, your auditory cortex processes it, and your prefrontal cortex, the decision-making center, evaluates it. This means self-talk is not just emotional, it's cognitive training. It strengthens the connection between your thoughts and actions. Researchers at Bangor University in Wales found that athletes who talked to themselves while training had faster reaction times, better focus, and higher accuracy. Why? Because self-talk turns random thoughts into clear instructions. When you say focus, your brain actually obeys. It's like being both the coach and the player inside your own mind. Not all self-talk is the same. Psychologists divide it into two main types: instructional self-talk and motivational self-talk. In instructional self-talk, guiding yourself through tasks is happen. For example, keep your shoulders straight, breathe slowly, or focus on step 2. This helps in learning, sports, and performance. While motivational self-talk is encouraging or emotional, such as, "You have got this. Don't give up now. You are stronger than this moment." Both types are powerful, but motivational self-talk goes beyond action. It rewires your brain's emotional response. It teaches your mind how to stay calm, positive, and confident even under pressure. Now let's talk about how the brain treats self-talk like a real dialogue. Your brain is wired to respond in human voices. When you speak to yourself, your mind doesn't go, "Oh, that's just me." Instead, it reacts socially, the same way it would if someone else was talking to you. This is called the social feedback loop. That's why your own words can calm your anxiety, trigger confidence, or even make you laugh. When you say, I believe in you, your brain releases dopamine, the same feel good chemical released when you get encouragement from someone else. When you say, I can't do this, your brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone. So your words literally change your chemistry. You are both the speaker and the listener, both the healer and the hurt. That's why you must speak to yourself kindly, because your brain actually listens. Now, let's discover why successful people use self-talk. From athletes to entrepreneurs, many high performers use self-talk consciously, such as Serena Williams, Michael Jordan, Elon Musk, and many more. Serena Williams often repeats affirmations like, you are strong, you are beautiful, you are powerful during matches, while Michael Jordan visualized every shot and spoke to himself mentally before taking it. In the same way, Elon Musk once said he constantly talks problems through aloud to clarify his thoughts. This is not superstition, it's mental programming. When you talk to yourself with purpose, you create a neurological script that your subconscious mind follows. Over time, your brain starts believing your words and acting accordingly. That's how champions are built, not just through practice, but through internal dialogues. Now it's time to talk about the positive and negative voices. Let's be honest, we all have two voices inside us, the cheerleader and the critic. The cheerleader says, you can do it, while the critic says, you will fail. Both voices exist for a reason, but whichever one you feed grows stronger. Psychologists call this cognitive framing. The way you describe situations in your head shapes how you experience them. For example, instead of saying, I am nervous, say, I am excited. Your brain can't tell the difference between anxiety and excitement. Both are energy. Change your words and you change your state. Let's unveil the self-talk mirror technique. Here's a practical tool you can try right after this video. Let's unveil the self-talk mirror technique. Here's a practical tool you can try right after this video. The mirror self-talk technique. Stand in front of a mirror. Look straight into your eyes, not your face, just into your eyes. Now speak to yourself as if you were your best friend. Say, I am proud of you. You are doing your best. I forgive you for your mistakes. You can handle what's coming. At first, it feels awkward, but within a week, your brain starts to register those statements as truths. Why? Because the combination of visual and verbal self-talk sends a powerful message to your subconscious. I am here for myself. And when you believe that, your confidence skyrockets. How self-talk improves focus and memory. Ever notice how students who read aloud remember better? Or how you recall things better when you repeat them to yourself? That's because self-talk turns abstract thought into auditory memory, a form of learning that engages multiple senses at once. In psychology, this is called the production effect. Speaking words aloud improves recall because it adds movement, sound, and rhythm to the memory process. That's why saying milk, bread, eggs, apples helps you remember your shopping list better than silently reading it. Your brain loves sound, and your voice is the most familiar sound of all. Let's discover how emotional regulation can be triggered through self-talk. When life feels heavy, your inner voice can be your greatest weapon. Cognitive behavioral therapists often teach patients to replace destructive self-talk like "I am useless" with "I am learning." This shift seems small, but it rewires the brain's neural pathways from despair to hope. When you talk to yourself kindly during stress, your fear center calms down and your prefrontal cortex, the rational part, regains control. So, instead of spiraling emotionally, you become your own therapist, guiding yourself toward balance. Here are some real life examples. Imagine two students before an exam. The first says, "I always mess up, I am going to fail." The second says, "I have studied hard, I can handle this." Both have the same preparation, but their performance will differ drastically. Why? Because self-talk changes body chemistry. The confident student's brain releases dopamine and serotonin, improving focus and recall, while the fearful student's brain releases cortisol, shrinking the ability to think clearly. Words literally shape results. Now discuss the relationship between self-talk and the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. It records every word you say, even jokes about you. If you keep saying, "I am lazy, I am unlucky, I am bad at remembering names," your subconscious starts turning those statements into realities. But if you say, "I am getting better, I attract good opportunities, I am learning fast," your mind starts working silently to make those beliefs true. You are programming your inner world with your inner words. The spiritual side of self-talk is also unveiled here. Across cultures, people have believed that words hold power. In the Bible, it says, "Life and death are in the power of the tongue." So when you speak to yourself, you are not just making noise, you are shaping energy. Your inner dialogue becomes your vibration, and your vibration attracts experiences. That's why affirmations, mantras, and prayers all work on the same principle. Your voice sends intention into the universe and reflects it back into your mind. Let's take a moment to reflect. You have learned that when you talk to yourself, your brain treats it like a real conversation. You have learned that your words shape emotions, influence focus, and even change brain chemistry. You have seen how successful people use self-talk intentionally and how simple affirmations can heal, motivate, and empower you. So now I have one question for you. What are you saying to yourself every day? Because your brain is always listening. If you tell yourself you are not enough, you will leave small. If you tell yourself you are capable, you will rise. The voice inside your head is the most powerful influence in your life. So make it your biggest supporter, not your worst critic. Remember this, the words you whisper to yourself become the world you live in. So choose them wisely, talk to yourself kindly, and watch your life transform, one conversation at a time. If this video made you see yourself differently, made yourself a little bit more positive, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your most positive friend. And remember, the more you feel confident, the more magical life becomes. This is Miss Morning Muse signing off. Stay positive, stay kind, and keep your mind more confident.